and gentlemen, on your feet and welcome your home team.
All right, it's a rainy day in Proton Park as we welcome in the Bestine Banthas, an NFC West division rival. The Banthas come in at 4-6-1, and the Colliders are 7-4 as Brennan Vaughn kicks it off, and Bradley is on the return. And Tavares Mason comes down there for the tackle on Deontay Bradley, and it'll be 1st and 10. Coleman in motion, and Mills is going to hand off to Marquise Boyd, who's tackled by Elisha Wright. Cody Mills is your quarterback for the Banthas. And he's lining up under center. Another handoff to Boyd, and this time he is tackled by Sherman Mosley, the defensive tackle. So now Mills will go from shotgun back to pass, and he's got Alston, but that pass is broken up, knocked loose by Ramel McBride, and Joshua Blackshear is on to punt. E.J. Foreman calls for the fair catch in these rainy conditions, and the Colliders will get their first crack at it. Greg McLain fakes to Holliday, and he's got the backup tight end Jude Angus wide open for first down. McLain has had his struggles this year. He missed the first half of the season, injured, and he has not performed well so far. But he's got a wide open Brad Gillespie across the middle, and that's a good start for these Colliders. 1st and 10. McLain's going to hand to Holliday. Holliday's got nowhere to go. No blocking was available for him, and he gets stuffed. 2nd and 10. They're on the 27. McLain calling out the plays. It's a handoff to Holliday again. He's almost stopped in the backfield, but he finds some room this time for a gain of 9. That'll make it 3rd and 1 from the 18, now in the red zone. McLain will hand to Holliday. He bumps into Evan Gibson, but gets around him for the first down. And Orleans Howes on the tackle. 1st and 10. Play fake to Holliday. McLain passing for Gillespie, who dives for it. They're saying no. The referees say yes. Gillespie with the touchdown off the play action. And the Colliders get on the board first. They are up 7-0. And McLain off to a better start than in each of his previous games. Brad Gillespie already has 42 yards and a touchdown as Vaughn kicks it off. And this time it'll be Carlos Terrell on the return. And he is tackled by Javik O'Neal. 1st and 10 for the Banthas. The Bestine Banthas are owned by Ryan Lindsay. Mills fakes to Boyd, and he throws it across the middle. He missed Ivan Walters badly. This playoff picture is not that helpful since none of the teams are listed in order of wins or where their seeds might be. Mills back to pass. This time he's got J.J. Alston for a first down. Tackled by Centamuel Cheeseborough, their primary corner. Boyd gets the handoff, and he's got plenty of room breaking tackles before he's finally pulled down by Jaquez Price. So it's 1st and 10 for the Banthas again. Cody Mills under center. He's under pressure, and he just barely gets it away. He gets decked by Najee Hobbs there. 2nd and 10. Mills back to pass again. Here comes Hobbs again. And again, they're going to say he got that pass off. Another incomplete pass. So Hobbs just misses out on a sack 2 plays in a row. And Ivan Walters catches it over the middle to convert the long 3rd and 10. Tackled by Karma Fitzgerald. And last play of the first quarter goes to DeMar McGriff. And that'll take us to the end of quarter number 1. Cheeseborough is on the tackle there. So second quarter, 1st and 10. for the Banthas, who are marching. Mills hands to Boyd, who's held up by Arnold and knocked down by Najee Hobbs. That'll make it 2nd and 12. Man in motion. And Cody Mills is back to pass, and he hits it to Walters. They're going to call him out of bounds there. He was pushed out by Ramel McBride. So that'll make it 3rd and 12. And Mills, with plenty of time, he goes for DeMar McGriff, but it sails out of bounds, and Zach Wright comes out for the field goal attempt, and he's going to push that one left in these rainy conditions. No good. The Colliders will take over on the 37, 1st and 10. McLain hands to Holliday, and Holliday has nowhere to go. He's finding running room difficult to come by. That'll make it 2nd and 11. McLain spreads them out. And here comes the rush. He's got Pahodie on the screen. And Pahodie could have cut left and maybe got the first down. But he didn't. So it's 3rd and 2. And Gillespie comes in motion. Toss to Holliday. And the Banthas are not fooled. That'll bring up 4th down, and Brennan Vaughn is on to punt. Vaughn angles his kick, and he's got them pinned inside the 20 at the 18. So the Banthas will take over again on 1st and 10. They're going to spread out the defense, and Cody Mills operates from the shotgun. He's going to the right, and Sean Arnold, the left end, knocks it down. They say if you can't get to the quarterback, put your hands up, and that's exactly what Arnold did there. Marquise Boyd with a big run, and he's got a first down. He's finally tackled by Elijah Wright. First and 10 again, now from the 29, DeMar McGriff in motion. And it goes to Marquise Boyd, and this time he's tackled by Jaquez Price. 2nd and 7. Boyd on the handoff. He's going to slip that Fitzgerald tackle. And he's tackled by O'Neal and Cheeseborough. But not until he has a first down. 1st and 10. Mills to pass. He's got Foster. Foster hurdles Cheeseborough. And he's finally taken down by Elijah Wright. That's a 30-yard gain for the big tight end Darren Foster. Let's take a look at the replay. He freezes Fitzgerald on the route. Fitzgerald then fails, hurdles Cheeseborough, and Elijah Wright has to do everything. He comes across from his free safety position to knock him out. So 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mills completes it. Nope, not complete. Alston drops it, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. That was knocked loose by Sean Arnold, who was in coverage. Marquise Boyd gets it, but Jaquez Price is there in the backfield to tack him down. And now it's 3rd and 12, and they need a stop. Mills hands off on the draw, and Hardaway is there before he can get a first down. Hobbs helped on that tackle. Zach Wright, the left-footed kicker, is on for another attempt after missing last time. And this time he does put it through for the field goal. That'll make it 7-3. The Colliders on top with just 1:22 left in the half. Jacques Wilkerson, buried deep on the depth chart at corner, spin move, and he loses some of that again, and he gets to the 24. McLain finds the fullback, Glenn Palmer, and Palmer is going to get the first down. He's rarely used, but makes a good play there. 1st and 10. McLain hanging in and delivering the pass to Corey Reese, who's got about 7 yards across the middle. 2nd and 3. McLain to pass, and he misses E.J. Foreman on the dump off. Misses him by a wide margin. That'll make it 3rd and 3. McLain under pressure. He's got Gillespie down the middle again, and a big play to Brad Gillespie, and now they're at the 26 as the clock ticks down. McLain back to pass. He's under pressure, and he just barely gets it off. He was waiting for receivers to get open, and he got decked. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, draw play to Holliday, and nobody is fooled by that one. He gets stuffed in the backfield yet again. So 3rd and 15, McLain going left, and he's got Antion Pahodie for the touchdown. That is Pahodie's first career touchdown reception. And that'll put them up 13-3. Hardaway and Hobbs, they love it on the sideline. So here's Pahodie, makes a move, and he's got just a tiny window, and McLain puts it in there perfectly. So not a lot of awareness from the secondary, and Pahodie takes advantage. Benton Cannon on for the extra point, and with 23 seconds left in the half, they go up 14-3. And they'll also be getting the ball back to start the second half. So Antion Pahodie has his first touchdown, and he's celebrating over on the sideline. Brennan Vaughn kicks it off, and we've got Deontay Bradley to return. And here's Carter Sullivan, one of the special teams aces, down for the tackle. With 18 seconds left, we probably got time for a play or two. Hand off to Marquise Boyd, who gets bumped around and finally tackled by Elijah Wright. And it looks like they're not going to hurry back to the line, so that'll take us to the half. With the Colliders up 14-3, playing well today and getting good play out of their quarterback for a change. E.J. Foreman to field the second half kick, and he's got a little bit of room, takes it out past the 25 to the 27. 1st and 10. Now with the lead, let's see if the Colliders can establish a running game. They cannot. So that's going to be a loss of a yard on the sweep. And that'll make it 2nd and 11. McLain finding a little bit of room up the middle this time. 8 carries for 11 yards. An indication of how difficult he's had it out there. So 3rd and 5, McLain hopping and throwing it past Gillespie or behind Gillespie. And they're going to have to punt. So Brennan Vaughn punts, and no fair catch, and Javik O'Neal decks him, he fumbles, Ramel McBride picks it up, and he's got a touchdown! Touchdown Colliders! A terrible play on special teams by Deontay Bradley. He should have called for a fair catch, and Amari Jenkins loves it. He's got his 2 corners speeding down there on special teams. Javik O'Neal applied the hit. You're going to see it here. And the ball comes loose, and there's Ramel McBride. And he just has enough of a step to scoop and score. And with Cannon's PAT, that's going to make it 21-3. Just like that, a disastrous play by Deontay Bradley. And Ramel McBride in the right place at the right time, and he's going to score. Brennan Vaughn to kick off. Now they've got a commanding lead, and this time Carlos Terrell will return it. And he is finally brought down by Montre Saint. And let's see if the Banthas can do anything on offense. Calling out the plays as Mills, and a hand off to Marquise Boyd. He kind of lowers his head and gets 3, tackled by Sherman Mosley. 2nd and 7. They're still going to Boyd, and Price is there in the backfield, and so is Elisha Wright. And they stuff him for no gain. 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Mills throwing to the flat, and he misses Ivan Walters. That's going to bring on Joshua Blackshear to punt again. And Foreman calls for the fair catch. He learned the lesson from Deontay Bradley in these conditions. Do not catch the ball, or rather, try to make a return. Okay, this is a screen pass to Pahodie, who gets about 2. And now it's 2nd and 8 for Greg McLain and company. Handoff to Jyhe Holliday. He gets maybe 1. Still finding it hard to get any running room. 3rd and 7. McLain operating from the shotgun. Under pressure, he's got the screen to Pahodie. Pahodie fumbles, And it looks like it's recovered by the Colliders. And they hurry up to the line. Make sure there's no challenge there as they got the first down. McLain hands to Holliday. He finds a little bit of room this time for an 8-yard gain, but he's still only got 21 yards on the day. 2nd and 2, a fake to him. And McLain cannot escape the pressure. He is sacked for a big loss. 3rd and 17. Let's see what they can do. McLain drops back. And he's got Melquan Potts on the corner route. And Potts pulls it down, toe-tapping the sideline for an improbable first down. And now the Colliders are still on the move. Holliday gets 3 on the carry. Another play to Holliday. And he's going to pick up 5 more as the third quarter comes to an end with the Colliders up 21-3 and moving the ball. They're on the 25. Here's Holliday, and he's got a first down up the middle. And now they're in the red zone. Holliday is up to 40 yards rushing. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake to Holliday. And there's Gillespie in the back of the end zone a second time. They're saying no. The more important referee says yes. That's a touchdown. And let's see what happens here on the replay. Gillespie that's misplayed by the safety. Gillespie gets his toes down, and Cannon will add the extra point. Now it's 28-3. And the Colliders are dominant, and look at that. Greg McLain completing 80% of his passes, 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. By far the best game of his young career. Here's Deontay Bradley, the GOAT, and he is tackled. That's Corey Reese. Now it's 1st and 10. Let's see if they can get anything going here. Under pressure, Mills looking for McGriff, and he misses. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Mills from the shotgun. Going for Walters, and that's jumped by DeMarcus Coleman. No one's going to get him. DeMarcus Coleman's going to score. He tries to slide in the rain. Not much movement there. DeMarcus Coleman with the team's 2nd defensive touchdown of the game. The corners are playing great today. And so here you see an ill-advised pass. Walters was double covered, and DeMarcus Coleman makes him pay. And now it's 35-3 with the extra point. This is by far the Colliders' best game of the season, as DeMarcus Coleman gets congratulated on the sideline for his touchdown. The Banthas are going to receive it here, and with 5 minutes left in the game, it doesn't look promising, but let's see if they can get anything going. Oh, there's a broken tackle. And Brennan Vaughn, the punter, has to make the tackle. It looks like he's dead on the play. We'll have to check back in on him. The returner broke the tackle of Dayon Coleman, forcing Brennan Vaughn to make it. That's Brennan Vaughn's first and only tackle this year. And it did look like he died, so we'll check back on him. McGriff gets the first down, but there's a flag on the play. And that's going to be Carlo Gully on the hold. It'll be 2nd and 18. Mills back to pass. He's going long. Fitzgerald just knocks it down instead of trying to intercept it. And that's why Fitzgerald is one of the prime candidates to be replaced this offseason. We'll see what happens. All right, 3rd and 18. Cody Mills back to pass. Here comes Montre Saint, and he gets home. Montre Saint has been playing for the injured Tyree Anderson, and he's been playing pretty well. He's got the sack, and Blackshear has to punt. Foreman on the return. This time he's got a little bit of space, stiff arm, and he brings it back to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. McLain hands off to Holliday. He's got a little bit of running room there, and he's up to 46 yards rushing. Not the greatest day, but much better than that 1.5 yards per carry of earlier. Fake to him, and McLain has no chance on this play. Right end Orleans House on the sack. 3rd and 14. McLain just going to drop it off to Brad Gillespie, and he's met. And on 4th and 7, I think we can expect to see the punter, but which punter will it be? It is Brendan Vaughn. He did recover from his injury, and he punts that one into the end zone for a touchback as we hit the 2-minute warning. And here come the Banthas, who have struggled mightily. Handoff to Boyd on the delay, and once again a flag. They get Carlo Gully again, and now it's going to be 1st and 20 from the 10-yard line. Mills fakes to Boyd this time and lofts it out to the tight end Foster, and a bad angle here. Can he get there? No, he can't. Cheeseborough misses. Foster's going to have a 90-yard touchdown. Remember, Foster had that big play earlier, the 30-yard gain where he hurdled a defender, and now he's got a 90-yard touchdown to add to his resume. And the Banthas show a little bit of life. Extra point goes through, and it's 35-10. Darren Foster, what a stat line. 2 catches, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Insane. Banthas know they're not going to come back here, so they'll just kick it to Wilkerson with 1:41 left. Wilkerson brings it out to the 19. And on 1st and 10, we'll see if the Colliders can run it out. Holliday runs into a brick wall. He gets 1 yard. 2nd and 9. McLain on the draw to Holliday finds a little bit more room there. Now he's got 4 more, and that'll bring up 3rd and 5. Collider's having a good day converting. It's usually quite bad. Today's been good. McLain changing the plays a little bit. Fakes to Foreman. And he's going to go for Gillespie again, who gets behind the safety. That was a napping Dom Washington. Wasn't looking the right way. And they're going to run up to the line. They're going to see if they can add some more. Amari Jenkins wants this offense to do as much as they can. McLain back to pass. There's Gillespie again, and what a day it's been for him. 40 seconds left. Greg McLain's had quite the day as well. They're going to run back to the line. 34 seconds left. Handoff this time to E.J. Foreman, who manages 4, and they're going to call timeout. With 27 seconds left, they're trying to score again. Okay, play fake. And they've got Jude Angus in the flat again. He can't quite make it to the marker. So that's going to bring up 3rd and inches as McLain has completed 8 consecutive passes. McLain with the handoff to Holliday, and that fools nobody. Holliday loses 3. And they're going to bring in Benton Cannon to practice a 43-yard field goal in the rain. Clock is ticking down. And Cannon lines it up perfectly. Kick is up, and it bounces off the crossbar. He does not have enough power to hit the 43-yarder. No good as the game comes to an end. Amari Jenkins gets his 8th win of the season. The Colliders are in 1st place in the NFC West at 8-4. DeMarcus Coleman, one of many good players in this game, especially in that secondary. Lots of turnovers and 2 touchdowns off of turnovers. As the Colliders have their most dominant win of the season, 35-10. And look at that. Greg McLain has a perfect passer rating. This is a dude whose passer ratings were in the 40s all year. Holliday can't quite manage 3 yards per carry, but look at Brad Gillespie. And Antion Paradis gets his first touchdown of the season. Gillespie goes off. Hurst and Pope giving up those 2 big sacks. Elijah Wright was active as usual. Jaquez Price tackling a bunch. Saint, Hobbs, and Price all with TFLs, and Saint with the sack. DeMarcus Coleman had the only interception of the game, and that went for a touchdown. Arnold and Fitzgerald with passes defensed. Javik O'Neal's forced fumble also led to a Ramel McBride touchdown. So 2 scores on defense today. Benton Cannon missed his field goal attempt, but hit 5 extra points. And Brendan Vaughn with 3 more punts. He's had a lot of punts this season, 1 inside the 20. And that's going to do it this week. So if you like to see that dominant performance against the hapless Bestine Banthas, like and subscribe because they have to go to Bestine to play him again this year. Have a great day.